We're going to need to set up our app. We'll start by adding in our values, you'll need to have strings. And we're going to be doing a app name, metric conversion, a hint, which will go here prompting you for the measurement to convert, a radio inches to centimeters, that should be radio centimeters to inches. I have a typo, but since everything's already programmed, I'm not going to go back and fix it. And then a button convert. Those are the strings that we're going to need. And so I'm going to pull that off to the side for a minute. And then you're going to need to set up your activity main. And here we have our text title. Text size is 30 SP, and it's at the string app name. And you can change color here if you want. I did that just by scrolling down and going into your text colors. You can go pick something, so whatever you like, and it will work from the theme. Then I have my text measure, and each of these have about a 32 space between them and the one above it, and 8 on either side. This one doesn't have text, it has a hint. So here we're at string hint, text size 24 SP. Then I have a radio group. The radio group is in the containers. And when you bring it in, you really won't be able to see it, so dragging stuff on the screen is difficult. But once you have it, then you can go into your widgets and you can drag your radio buttons directly down in here. And so on my radio inches to centimeters, I've named it rad inches to centimeters. I do have it checked as being true by default. That's set here. And it has the text of string rad inches to centimeters. And I have centimeters to inches. I have a button convert with the text at string button convert. Text size is 14 SP. Then I have text results, which have the text deleted, but it's named text result and the text size is set. So again, if you wanted to, you could go have some fun with that. And if you wanted to, you could change the color by clicking on the 3 dots and picking, which I've got orange dark. So I'm just working with my theme. All right, so now we're going to look at the code, which is in the main activity.java. So Java, your first folder, main activity. We have several import statements, which you should get automatically. It did bring in one I didn't need. So we have Android support, app compat activity, operating system bundle, view, widget button, edit text, radio button, text view, and toast. We have 3 variables directly underneath the public class. I have a conversion rate, 2.54. I have a double measurement entered, that's getting the measurement from the user, and the converted measurement, which we will use in the output. We used these 3 lines in the previous video when we set up our logo. We're setting final variables. Final variables belong inside the function here. So we have a final edit text, measure, edit text, which we're getting from text measure. We're determining which radio button is selected. So we have radio buttons. We have a text view for the result. And then we have a button that says convert measurement. And that's our button. And so it's button convert. So our name's there. So we have our set on click listener. When we click convert, we're going to have measurement error entered, which is one of our global variables, equal to the get text from measure. We're going to set it to a decimal format, pound.pound, so that when we do our conversion, we'll have 1 value to the right of the decimal point. And we're going to do an if statement, and we're going to see which one is checked. Inches to centimeters or centimeters to inches, whichever one is checked, we'll do the code underneath that. And so I'm checking to see that it's less than 6 feet. 72 inches, 185 centimeters, either one would be almost 6 feet. If I put in something larger to that, it will tell you inches must be less than 72. And they call this a toast because it pops up. Programmers have a sense of humor. Not necessarily a good sense of humor, but they do have a sense of humor. So to make that come up, if the measurement is not within our bounds, we're going to say toast, make toast, and it will give you the message that you put in. And so it needs to be toast, make toast, main activity this, inches, this is what's actually appearing, toast length long, and show. And then we've got the same thing going the other way. We're checking to see if it's less than 6 feet roughly. We're converting. This one we multiply, this one we divide. We set the format, and if it's too long, we have a toast pop up. So it's a very basic program. You'll do something similar where you're going to do a currency converter between US dollars and the currency of your choice.